Hey everyone, it's Nicholas, Presence of God Ministry. The website is remnantofgod.org. I'm going to jump right to the article here because I stopped doing my updates just to get this video made because this is pretty important. I want to get it on the site immediately. It was just published today too. Headline, A New and Unlikely Powerful Voice in Washington, the Pope. They read a little bit. It says here, shortly before leaving the Capitol for the holiday recess, Senate Democrats gathered behind closed doors to lay out an agenda for 2014. When the Majority Leader, Harry Reid, exhorted colleagues to deal with the issue of income inequality, the talk took a spiritual turn. Now, it's a little bit hard to believe there that our politicians would actually have like a spiritual turn being experienced because of all the corruption. There's not a lot of influence from our Heavenly Father there. They're mostly bowing to Satan and everything else but there's a reason they say this is a spiritual turn, because the Pope himself is behind this in a big way. And if you read on, they admit this. It says, declared Senator Bernard Sanders, who caucuses with Democrats, we have a strong ally on our side in this issue, and that is the Pope. Okay? So go to remnantofgod.org, go to the RCC Exposed section, go to the Antichrist, scroll down to the bottom. So he's right. They've got a big ally here in regards to redistribution of wealth, or the socialist agenda, as it's really known. And check this out. John Paul II is the one that started this back in his pontificate. And then Benedict, who's the Pope after him, was Cardinal Ratzinger at the time John Paul II was doing this. And he was echoing John Paul II all over the place. And he even went so far to state in writing that a socialist form of government is the better way to go, right? But now look at this Pope. He's all over the place talking about this. He's pushing it left and right, left and right. Why? Well, it's got to happen. As a matter of fact, the separation of church and state is gone. It's just nowhere to be seen in the United States of America. In fact, John Paul II was instrumental in its demise, as students of prophecy have proven for many years on this. So let me before I go to this page, let me get, if you want to see some more information about John Paul II and how he was involved in all this, just go to the RCC Exposed, go to the Popes of Rome, scroll down, and you get to John Paul II. Plenty of information in here about that Pope, even in regards to why rock and rollers out there that do that rock the vote thing all the time, they're all into Satanism and Luciferianism or whatever. Well, so are the popes. They're Luciferians. They're Satanists. I got articles on the website in regards to how they even got caught red-handed holding a satanic mass in the Vatican. But look what the Pope's doing here. He's doing the same 666 symbols on his eyes as everybody else does. So, but it's no mistake. His name equals 666. And there's a page on the website all about that too, by the way. If you go to the RCC Exposed section and you go to the Popes of Rome and you just, papal title 666. Every title for the office of Pope equals 666. And it's an easy one to calculate because Latin is not only their alphabet system, it's also their numeric system. So you spell their names and then you add it up. It's just that easy. So anyway, getting back. Our elected leaders in D.C. are going to form a church and state image of the beast, just as prophecy said they would. You can't get around Christian prophecy. It's going to happen in there. And they're going to do so a lot easier now that all the 501c3 churches out there have already agreed to join their churches with the state. And what do I mean about that? We'll just go to the prophecy section, go to the prophecy of today, and then scroll down to the 501c3 section. You wouldn't believe what's going on here. All the churches out there have got 501c3, except, of course, we don't. The SDA Church actually has it, too. It's that bad. But it's in order to get the 501c3, you have to join your church with the state, okay? And so that's why I say that separation of church and state thing is gone, thanks to this guy starting it off back in his day, all right? So, but anyway, check this out. The Vatican's agenda was put forth in regards to this aspect directly after their mortal wound started healing in 1929. The very next year, if you go to the Words of the Beast page, I've got all sorts of quotes on this page in regards to how they believe they have all this control over governments, and they do. They do. But in 1930, on December 14th, check this out. Look what they say here. It says, the old Protestant culture is about at the end of its rope. Why can't we make the U.S. Catholic in legislation, Catholic in justice, aims, and ideals? And some Catholic priest said this, and he was the editor of America's official Jesuit magazine in the U.S. at that time, right? So Rome has had control over D.C. since Ronald Reagan's second term. And now that the Jesuit-trained leaders in D.C., and yes, they are Jesuit-trained leaders, Georgetown University is located in D.C. They teach political science to all mainstream politicians like William Jefferson Clinton and all of them. And the Georgetown University is run and owned by the Jesuits. And now we have a Jesuit pope, and this is why he's got his foot in the door in a big way. So it's going to happen. They're bowing to the pope in a lot more than just one way, and the prophesied Roman Catholic Sunday laws are that much closer to fulfillment. So I hope and pray that you got your house ready and you're sharing your faith with as many as possible so that you can be found at your task that the Lord has given you when he splits that eastern sky. And so please share this video with as many as you can. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching. God bless.